Hello everyone, this is Asphalt 1918 and today we'll be testing the HTT Locust Plethore LC750 in multiplayer in Asphalt Legends Unite. But first, let's look at the stats here. So the top speed is 257.6 miles an hour without Nitro, which isn't the best for Class S. I'd say still it's similar to the Ultima RS, so pretty mid for Class S. Acceleration is 78, which is also mid for this class. Handling of 75 is surprisingly high for a Class S vehicle, and the Nitro is 84.58, which is absolutely crazy. That might be that's probably the top 5, one of the top 5 best Nitro duration cars in Class S, which is crazy considering this car actually is decently fast. But I mean, the color options, there's 4 official colors. There's yellow, some bluish gray color, there's red and black. And it will start with the default color. So the Nitro duration on this car definitely helps it out. I have driven this car a little bit before making this video, and it is very fun to drive. Primarily because of that Nitro. It is absolutely crazy good. Like 84 Nitro for a car this fast just makes it a joy to drive. Especially because you can keep speed without too much difficulty, which very few cars can do. But does this car really deserve a rank of 4,955? Not too sure about that. But anyway, this is Tuscany, a pretty good track for this car. Against a 2 Atara, can you beat it? But we'll have to find out. As you can see, quite good handling. Not sure if it quite matches the 75 handling stat. But yeah, amazing Nitro duration. It's crazy how a car this fast can have such good Nitro. The guy somehow wrecked. Not sure how that happened. But like, what is this Nitro? What? So I'd say this car is pretty much performs like the Ultima RS, except it isn't really a floaty vehicle. It just has very good drifting. And obviously the Nitro is a lot better than the Ultima RS. So does that... I'd say this car probably deserves a rank around 4,700. But 4,900 is just way too much. Like, this is like the 7th or 8th highest ranked car in the game. Is this really that good of a car? I would say no. I mean, if you're a test drive player, I'm sure this would be probably the best car in the game for you. But anyway, we got first place. And the 3 people behind me were all Lotus Plethores. So the podium positions were all Plethores. Nice. And there was a Bugatti. We're on New York, subway surfing. And pretty much everyone is HTT Plethores, and there's some Devos. There might have been some other cars, but I'm not sure what they are. Anyway, since the Plethore is free try, obviously it's gonna be spammed. That's just what happens when there's free tries for cars. Especially cars like this that drive so well. But the real question is, should you go for this car? Honestly, I'd say it's your choice, because this car drives amazing. I mean, if you have the tokens, maybe go for it, because it's just really fun to drive. Like, if you're not the most skilled player out there, this is probably a very good Class S car for you. But anyway, if you have a ton of tokens just laying around, and you maybe like the looks of this car or something. I personally don't like the looks of this car too much. But if you like this car somehow personally, in any way, I'd say go for it. Wow, we beat a Hennessy Venom F5 in this race. Overclocked, rank of 5,008. Yup, this car has a similar rank to the Venom. Does this car perform as good as the Venom? No, not even close. That just shows this car is definitely overranked. Alright, this race is on another New York variant. And there's a Bugatti Bolide. Let's see if we can beat it. There's also a Tuatara, which are both much better cars. But they're not even close to as easy. They're not even nearly as easy to drive as this thing. So maybe we can beat the Tuataras. And the Tuatara and the Bolide. But this car is, like, I never thought there would ever be a car that came out in Class S with such good nitro. Like, this is just completely unexpected. This is probably like one of the few cars with, probably the only car with nitro above 80 in Class S that goes above 250 miles an hour or 260 miles an hour. There is all the cars that have good nitro in Class S go at like 240 miles an hour maximum. But this car is just quite fast. Paired with that nitro and handling, makes it a beast. But we still lost to the Bolide, but we did beat the Tuatara, which is still pretty. Just refilled the fuel for this car, and now we're back on Osaka against some Bugatti Divos and some other HTT plethores. And the reason there's so many Bugattis and plethores is because they're free try. So of course everyone's gonna be using them. Anyway, this is another very good track for this car since it's very agility focused. So I'd say this car has pretty average everything except the nitro duration. The handling's definitely also above average. But the top speed is pretty mid for Class S. Especially considering it's a 5,000 rank. It's probably the slowest car around this rank. But the nitro pretty much makes up for it. So it may not be as overranked as some people say it is. But here we are almost caught up to these people. Oh, barely survived that. And if we did get third place, we lost to an Agera RS. Just because that car is much faster, and we lost to another HTT. Okay, we're on Shanghai against a Rimac. And I'd say the Rimac's probably a better car than this, since it has better acceleration. And the handling is somewhat close to this car. While the stat on the Rimac handling is only like 50. Its acceleration can make it quite good. As you can see, our acceleration is not that great. Like the Divos and the Rimacs definitely can out-accelerate this vehicle. But the nitro duration, as I've said like 5 times in this video, or even more, the nitro can make it catch up even though it's not faster than other cars around this ring. I don't think the Rimac is much faster than this car either, so. Anyway, I just did a floaty there, not sure if it helps much. So we're gonna like 220 without floating. Yeah, I think there's no point in floating in this car. Just because its handling's already 78. Floating doesn't help it much either. No, don't stop spinning. Barely got that first place. Thought I was gonna lose the first place because the car just kept overspinning. But we beat the Rimac Nevera and the HTT and HTT Lotus Plethore, HTT Lotus Plethore, HTT Lotus Plethore, and a HTT Lotus Plethore, and 2 Bugatti Divos. Right, finishing the race off on mountain poles. against a bunch of HTTs and a Koenigsegg Agera RS. This will not go well. I mean, I'm gonna attempt this route. Hopefully I don't mess it up or anything. But this car is actually pretty easy to do this route since it has amazing nitro, so you can definitely attempt this without wrecking. Oh no! Oops, missed the ramp. Who is the guy in front of us? Is that the Agera? I think it is. Anyway, there's no catching up now. As you can see, he's just completely gone. Because that car goes at least 30 miles an hour faster than this. Because I'm pretty sure that car can go 300 plus miles an hour. And we only go 270. But we were kind of catching up here because of the turns. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we probably wouldn't have won anyway. Anyway, second place. But guess what we beat? An HTT, an HTT, an HTT, an HTT, an HTT, and another HTT. So surprising. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe for more Asphalt content. Goodbye.